Hey everyone, this is Amy Johnson, and I just wanted to take a few short minutes to show you a tool that is coming your way in just the very next few days. Our goal is to have these to you by the end of the day on Monday. And these documents, these ACT Aspire blueprints, are coming to you by grade level and by subject area of the test. And what I've done is basically taken information that you would normally have to go to 3 or 4 different locations and tried to put it into one document for you. So if we take a quick look at this, just a little tour, we are looking at the grade 3 reading. And so one of the first things that you'll see when you get your document is you'll see a chart that shows the ACT readiness standard that is covered in the test. So whatever standards ACT has identified as being included in your particular grade level test, they'll be listed here. And then of the percentage of total points that are in the test, there will be a designated area percentage that shows how much that standard is covered within the ACT Aspire. So in this particular situation, key ideas and details of the 25 total points, 46 to 64% of those points earned come from this one standard. And then the last column is a bit of a correlation between the ACT readiness standard and our Arkansas State standards or strands. So you'll see that it is listed as strands because in some of the subjects, there are so many specific standards that follow a strand that there was just too many to list in the document. So, but this will give you that strand number so that you can go to your standards document and locate those specific skills that are listed there for the state correlation. You'll also notice that this key ideas and details is highlighted yellow, and that is because this is the largest percentage of the total points. And so the majority of the points that a student can earn on this test come from this standard of key ideas and details. And you'll see that highlighting throughout just to sort of draw your attention to where the most highly tested subject areas are. If we go on down the document, you will see a chart that has the strand listed again with a little bit of detail this time. And this time it's going to show you that an exceeding student, a student that ACT Aspire would deem as exceeding, should have mastery of these skills for the key ideas and details strand. So this sort of serves as a checklist for you with your students in reading or whatever the particular subject is that you might be analyzing, so that you can more closely look at those skills that your students need in order to be successful on the ACT Aspire. So you'll also notice that this is highlighted yellow because, again, if you remember from that chart we just looked at, this is the most highly covered strand within this particular test. Then if we move on down, you will see that for this test, that 38 to 62% of the questions or of the total points are going to come from DOK2 level questions. And again, highlighted in yellow so that it kind of just draws your attention to the fact that these DOK levels of this DOK level of 2 is going to be very important as you work with your students. Also for this test, the majority of the questions are multiple choice. And again, all these areas will vary depending on the test. Right now, math is averaging out to be about 50% DOK3 type questions. And so just depending on the subject matter, these things will vary and change and give you some things to think about. And then for this particular reading test, because there's passages involved, we also have these charts that show what type of passage and how many questions are attached to those passages. And then we also have a bit of a chart that shows us the reading passage complexity. Now, this is as descriptive as I could locate any information So I know that some of these titles are not necessarily super helpful because it's not a designated reading level, but it does give us some sort of an idea as to what types and varieties of reading passages that your students might see. So our hope with this document is that not only can it serve as a reference for you for any upcoming interims that you may be working on or helping to create. Clearly, the percentage of multiple choice questions you should use and tech enhanced and constructed response to make your interim mimic the ACT Aspire. But also, this should help you to identify those skills that you need to be spending a significant amount of your Class Connect time on. I know that it's very easy to let the curriculum sort of drive that, but at the same time, this information hopefully will help you to quickly identify any gaps that might exist, or if nothing else, to look at the things that maybe you need to hit and review pretty regularly with your students just to help prep them for what they'll see on the summative in the spring. So I'm excited to get these documents to you, and I'm continuing to work on them, and I'll roll them out as they are complete. But if you have any questions, or if you think there's anything that I need to add, or see if I can locate that would make it more beneficial for you, please let me know. And I look forward to getting them in your hands and seeing if they can be of benefit for you. Thanks, guys.